I did it. But I don't know how many people are going to be here. Because I didn't get my notifications sent out. And I don't see anybody in there but me. Why is it not going live? No, it's last week. Oh, you can hear my fish recording. No, it's last week. Hello. I gotta turn my water on. Sounds like I have a leak. Let's see if anybody else. There's two more people in here. Oh, hello, Samantha. How's it going? It hasn't popped up in my chat, but I can see it in my phone. I've been working on a gun stock cover. I got it all wood burned and everything. I just fixing to dye it, but this is my gun stock cover that I made so far. I got to trim up the edges. I'm tempted. I wanted to dye it all brown, but Groovy said he liked the way it looked like this instead of stained brown. And then I thought about just trying to stain the inside of it a dark brown and leaving the outside light. But thank you for coming in. I appreciate it greatly. It's usually kind of boring over here. Yeah, it's gonna look all right. It goes. Surprised I didn't tear that up. But it's hard to make it look right when it's. But that's what it's going to end up looking like once it laced on there. But straight like that. How the garden? Hello, how's it going? Glad to see you. Glad you came in. I can see where I lag. Hello, Eileen. Eileen, how are you tonight? I barely got home because I was over on the other side of the lake working for a friend, and I got home maybe just 25 minutes ago. I barely got set up, got the camera set up, and got my notification. I'm glad you're doing good. It's going slow. Sorry to hear that. Well, it's springtime. Everything's going to start getting motivated again. That grass is going to start growing, and then I'll be back to working. Gotta get my lawnmower blades all sharpened up. I gotta get my truck running first. But anyhow, what I was gonna do, I don't even have my cutting board and stuff. I gotta round out this corner here. I think it's just gonna wrinkle up and look nasty. I figured if once I round this up, it's gonna look nicer. Trim this corner up a little bit. But thinking about trying to stain on the inside of these, making my fancy design the dark part, and then making, just leaving the rest. Hey, how's it going, Mike? Way to go. Hello, everybody. I'm gonna hopefully I can get a bunch of my TikTokers over here to my channel. In the last 2 months, I've passed my follower count on YouTube. It's it just there's another comment from TikTok, but it's short and stupid, silly. Is there anybody else here? Yeah, just one, me. Oh, hey Scott, how's it going, bud? Working on my gun stock cover. I'm about to finish it up. I'm thinking about just staining the inside of these dark brown. I had another YouTuber think it'd look nicer in this original color than it would be stained all one color. But I need to prep the edges up a little bit, and I probably need to get some sheen. And I don't know what happened to Mr. Wes S. He said he was going to come up on panel and work on his bow. Hello, Joy. How are you tonight? Glad to see you. Are you multitasking on TikTok and YouTube at the same time? My follower count on my follower count on TikTok is blown up for the stupid little things. All right, well, I need to get up and get me a cutting board. Where'd it go? Right here. Uh, it's weird not having somebody else up on panel besides myself. I don't talk that much. I don't try to talk that much. I know I can because I've done that a time or two. Glad to see you, Joy. I was going to say, how's Scott doing? But wait a minute. Never mind. So you're both in here on your own page, on your own channel. Hey. It's like, well, that's cool. They're both on here at the same time. Let me see here. I'll turn this. Ta-da! Multitask. And you can't see that camera there. Even right. Well, dang it. I was supposed to change it. Right there. Change. There. This thing is so close. Well, you can record. That's how close my camera is. My camera is right. Wow, that's just right outside of the screenshot. That's pretty. But here's the frame right here to my finger. But I figured I'd try it out, see if it looked cool, multitask, and then y'all can see. I'm almost tempted to go on my phone because I can make another one and do multi-function. Get off of that. My messages from my girlfriend. Let's see. Crazy phone. See, this is my old phone. And it's a matter of trying to remember where did I put everything at my old phone. Oh, it's up here. Oops, there it is. I'll need to turn the volume down. Let me share this. I wonder how far to go back. Yeah, it will. I did this the other night. I got my phone here. That went, no, it didn't go. Which I'm keeping track of my chat. And now I got an echo. And now I'm live. This is supposed to be turned out. Oh, it's supposed to be mute. That was my other phone. I got an echo. I'm upside down. Ah. Stop. I guess this ain't working. I gotta get to this page and turn it off. Now if I can find my StreamYards. There. I still got an echo. That ain't working. Hey, I'm supposed to be out of there. Well, it worked the other day. No, it's too quiet in here now. Because Wes ain't talking. But anyhow, that's all fun and groovy. I'm going to trim these corners off. I need my other glasses where I can see. But, oh, it's Sunny Storm is in here. Hello, Sunny. How are you tonight? You know what? I'm going to do this. There. There you go, Joy. You should be blue now. Glad to see you, Sonny. How are you today? It's a pretty nice day today. Got pretty warm. I don't know exactly how warm it got yet. Let's see. My phone might tell me. It says it's 60 degrees right now. But the sun's starting to go down. What's this stuff? Stuff in my way. I can't see what the chat's saying. What are you beeping about? I got that phone completely shut off and it's still telling me notifications. That's good. Yeah, I'm doing alright, I guess. I had to work today and my alarm went off at 4:45, and that's usually my wake up alarm for my AA meetings. And then it's like my alarm went off. I'm like, what day is it? And Lou goes, "It's Tuesday," and I'm like, "Oh man, I got a live to go to. I have a live to do." And then when I got here only about 20 till 6 and had to set everything all up real quick like. I sent Wes a text message, but he's probably just lurking, knowing him. But I'm trying to get all these edges are nice and trimmed out. I'm gonna burn it. Try to burn it here in a little bit, not the edge. Ooh, wasn't that stupid like that? I think I'll run my edger around the inside. I don't want to do the outside because I like that sharp edge. I know if you step over here, my fishing box. When I got all this leatherwork stuff, somebody said, "Yep, you need another tackle box." I'm like, "A tackle? You know how many tackle boxes I have? I live at the Lake of the Ozarks, and there's tackle boxes all over the place." And now I couldn't find the tool I'm looking for. It should have been right there. Well, alright, I won't do that then. But I'll work on this edge. I need a little cup of water real quick. Hey, Tubby Guy Outdoors, how's it going? Glad you made it in. This is what I'm working on. My gun stock cover. Trimmed it up. I need to find a small cup of some sort. Get a coffee cup here. Some water. It tells me to moisten the it. Thank you, Sonny, for sharing me out. I appreciate it. Come on, a little bit of wetness. I knew I got that. That's what I just did a second ago. Almost screwed it up. But I'm trying to get a little bit of water on this edge where I could burn it. And where'd it go? It's right here. Use one of these. And God, can you see that? But basically, I set it on the edge of the table, and I run this up and down several times. Try to burn that edge. Looks pretty good when you get it done. Trying to get that coming out right. Gonna need some more wax on it or something. It's just not wanting to go quite. Can't see my chat very well. Thank you. But I'm thinking about darkening these in So I was gonna stain the whole thing, and somebody said it looks good the way it looks. You know. But I keep looking up in the basement to see if anybody's in the basement. But I know I haven't seen Wes or Aiden here. And I wonder if that was. No, that's not my phone. That's. But anyhow. Alright, let me go grab me a. Right back, because I know where the paper is, right? What I got here is my goodie box. So I'll need to do that here in a minute. But that black, well, there ain't much black in that one. Light brown, walnut, and mahogany. I'm gonna try with the light brown first. Don't tell me. Oh, now I know where the rest of that black went. Looks like I've had a leak. And this is an antique finish. I'm gonna try with the light brown first. Well, that'd be really cool if I multi-dye. Use the light brown on the little ones and the dark brown on the big one. Alright, got that. Find me what paintbrush I'm going to try to use. Not sure how good it's going to work. Or how much dye. I know I'm going to have to use a lot of dabbing back and forth. Alright. Now I need just one more little container. Alright, now which phone was that? Notifications. Apparently I haven't turned off the notifications on that phone yet. It's a trip watching the time delay on the. Yep, brand new bottle. Thank you for liking and sharing it. Yeah, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. I've been trying to work on my hours lately. Now this is going to be fun. Because of that. Because it's so full. It says it's light brown, but it looks awful dark. We'll have to see how it comes out. I may end up having to dye the whole thing this color. That's why I did with the light. No, this ain't the light. This is walnut. I wanted to go with the light one first. Well, now I gotta get another sour cream tub. Why? Just happen to have extras. I thought that looked awful dark. I'm thinking, what's going on? I started with the wrong one. Um, I'm gonna try to brush it. I'm gonna try to just do the inside. That's why I wanted to go with the light color first, Scott, and then if it messes up, I can always stain it with the dark color too. See, both of these are brand new bottles. I've just really started getting into my leather work. Ah, that's a lot. Hi, Vanessa Kitty. How are you tonight? Thank you for coming in and saying hi or stopping in, period. Let's see. Trying to. What's in the way of the camera? Oh, that's the coffee cup. No. There's something in the way. Well, that's my bowl. I was like, what's on there? But I'm going to try see how this works. I'm going with light. Looks like it's going to stay in the lines. And this is supposed to be light brown. This is awful dark. Maybe it'll get lighter when it dries. This is like color. That wood burning line sure helped with the stain. And it's going to look darker being wet. And then once it dries, it'll look lighter. But it's starting to look all right. The stain's not dripping. I was scared of that too. Or it jumping out of my lines. But, this is not really a how-to. This is just how I do it, I guess. It ain't like Weaver's Leathercraft. They do awesome stuff on that one channel. Another TikTok. Well, at least Joy come in and said hi real quick. Like she does a lot of TikToks. They're really easy, and you can still do the follow train on TikTok like we used to be able to on YouTube. And you can grow in no time. Like I said, I've only been on there. Well, my first video was in December, really. And I've only been on there 2 months. And I've just passed how many followers I have on YouTube. But it's what I get for living alone. Come on, get in there. Said it is drying out a lot lighter. Yeah, I know you do. I see you over there all the time. How many? Yeah, have you did a follow train yet? I got like 5 follow trains going. Not my own, just one of them my own, and then I'm on 4 others. And see what's nice about TikTok. That's about how much of attention span I have. You know, you can watch for 1 minute. All right, gone. Yeah, 1 minute. All right, gone. Next. You know, I don't have to sit and really don't have to edit much at all. You can get creative with the crazy, stupid. They got all kinds of little. What am I thinking? Little filters you can use to make funny faces and stuff with. And there's another one. My phone been my phone's been blowing up with notices from TikTok. It was used. I had to turn off my notifications on YouTube because it would go nuts. Also, apparently, I got to do TikTok now. Average is 30 seconds. Well, sometimes that's about all I have the attention span for. You know, I'm gonna. I saved the sound effect on. You ever go to TikTok and it's like 4 hours later? You know. Yeah, I felt like that a couple times. It's like all I did is went to go see how many more followers I got, and then next thing you know, 2 hours later, going what? Where'd the sun go? But yeah, I think it's gonna come out pretty cool. If I do this in light brown too, that the bigger parts in dark brown. Yeah, which one? That one's funny and true. Oh, the notifications. And my eyes are getting so old. I used to be able to see all this stuff, and it's like right before I touch it, it's like ring ring, and it's like hey, how's it going? I can't never. I'm working on, I'm working on staying in I'm thinking I'm just going to stain these curly Q thingies, majiggers, or whatever you want to call them. I was going to stain the whole thing, but somebody suggested that it looked pretty cool the way it did. Light. And I was going to stain it to make it look like the gun stock. And I got suggested to leave it like it is. But I wanted to do something to it, stain something to it. Oh, I know it. Right, I know it. Well, my TikTok, it's like, I mean, my YouTube got so slow. I mean, I almost had 2,000 view hours, and then one day I looked at it and I had 900, and then the next day I had only 600, and that's when I started going live on Tuesdays to try to get my hours back up. I still haven't been monetized, you know. I got snagging season coming up uh, the 15th. That's I was in such a hurry to get home and get this set up. Is what I really should have been doing is checking my snagging reels and my hooks, because opening day is midnight on Sunday. Oh yeah, I thought about that one, like a hat band kind of magnifying glass, like you'd see watchmakers use. Because because my eyes have been changing, and but they said it's normal age, but I'm becoming farsighted is what it is. Gee, TikTok, TikTok, notifications on the laptop too. Spoonbill. It's If you go to my channel, it's my main video is big old spoonbill, and my personal best is the very last fish in that video, and it's 85 pounds. That's why I put that video up as my main video when you come into my page. It was a fishing trip one day, but nobody knew about my big fish. I keep hearing everybody talking, oh, I caught this big old catfish. I got this big old fish, big old bass, whatever. And I'm like, how big was it? Oh, it was like 30 pounds. And I said, well, I got bigger fish on my page. And most of my big fish are average size. There's a couple of 80s in it, a couple of 45s, but average weight was between 35 and 40. And my oldest boy, he turned into a dipsy diver snagger. It's where this Ontario, Canada. Yeah. I don't believe there's spoonbill up there. No, it's usually mostly they're a freshwater fish, and they're in the Missouri and up the Osage River. See, the Lake of the Ozark is uh, off of Osage River, and it does connect to uh, Missouri River. And there's waterways like up there where Grant McIntosh is. He can't. he knows a spoonbill up there, but they can't snag for spoonbill up there. It's illegal up there because they're on the endangered species list. They're a prehistoric fish, ugly looking. Some people call them paddlefish because their nose looks like a big giant paddle, and they have no bones in them whatsoever. They're kind of like a, and they're smooth like a catfish, but all the bumps that are on the spoonbill is taste buds, and they are a plankton eater. They they use their nose to stir up the mud, and they suck it through their gills and down their body, and that's where they get the plankton, through their gills. But with having Bagnell Dam built a long time ago, uh, it blocked the waterways for the spoonbill to go up farther north. And they will go, and then there's Truman Lake, which is right above Bagnell Dam, right above Lake of the Ozarks. So you got Truman Lake, which feeds into the Lake of the Ozarks, and uh, the Missouri State Department had the state conservation has brought back enough spoonbill and restocked the lake to where we're allowed to fish for spoonbill, but it's only between March 15th to the end of April. April 30, is it 31st? 30. I don't know. I can never keep track of what month had the 31s or the 30. I don't know why I keep turning around trying to look at the chat on my laptop. I got my wrong glasses on. These are 300s and the others are 250. Well, I just had an eyeball freak. My eyeballs are almost acting like these stupid video cameras. It's like, focus, focus. Whoa, wow, whoa, whoa. Yeah. In and out, in and out. Come on, focus. Who knows? It might be my eyes, not the camera. Oh, yes. They did. They used to just, there was no poles to it. It reminds me of Wicked Tuna, with the big giant fishing pole and the reel going, wee. I love that sound. But it's like going down the river with your line out, and then you hook into a tree. But instead of just sitting there, that tree fights back. It's like, wow. But yeah, it's like deep sea deep sea fishing here in the middle of Missouri. It's what it seems like. All right, that went pretty good. And but there's been days. Oh, it is a blast. Hey Walter, how's it going? Good evening. I'm having a nose issue here. This dye has distilled alcohol in it, and it's making my nose run. Yeah, I have plenty of videos of it from last year or the year. No, it probably the year before. Last year I probably didn't go because opening night. Opening night is the best time to go because all those fish are laying on the bottom and nobody's dragged a hook through there. Now on the second, third day, everybody's dragged a hook down through there. That all the fish has been bumped, all of them been scattered. They're no longer hanging out in the schools like they were before. And and well, it's opening day is the 15th, so you can start at midnight on the 14th. Be out on the water, and then once it's past midnight, drop anchor, drop hooks. I have three number 14 treble hooks, and I use a 1 pound sinker, and I go idle speed usually, and let's see here. I'm gonna have to need another. I'll try a different paintbrush. I don't want to set the stain on my laptop. Alright. I hope I didn't ruin that brush. Probably did. And these are fancy brushes. Or they were. I'm looking for another flat one that's small. I should have used it. No, that's way too big. I almost need like what I have. Okay, I just made another decision. Now that's the reason why I went with the light first. That's for I can use the same paintbrush to go with the dark. I live in Lake of the Ozarks in the middle of Missouri. And in between Bagnell Dam and Truman Dam, I snag for spoonbill. You can snag behind Bagnell Dam down the Osage River, but they're smaller. They seem to be smaller. You still get these hogs every once in a while. And when you say a hog, they are hogs. Because when you snag into a fish that weighs, well, I believe the state record is 148 pounds, is what the state record. I don't need to open this. I got some right here. So they do get big. And even just that one that I brought in that was 85 pounds, uh, that's still a chore because it's not like me just sitting there picking up 85 pounds. It's me picking up 85 pounds on the end of a fishing rod. So it it can be crazy. And that when I did catch that big one, oh, that was my wife. And she knows what day it is. But I thought I had my notifications shut off, my ringer off, but I didn't. Rookie YouTube mistake. I always knew to do that. But like I said, I've been short on time when I got home. I'm texting her. Oops. On there. But my eyes just did it weird again. But anyhow, back to this. My YouTube channel, not on her. You still see that? It's not really showing up the light color and the dark color too much difference. Maybe it will after I may have to code it a couple more times. Yeehaw, a big old splash of brown. And see, that's where I was kind of worried about on doing this. Doing an outline, but since I burned it, I can't call it a wood burn. It's not wood. Cool. Thanks for stopping in, and you have a good night, man. Check out some of my big fish. They're probably a lot farther down. But thank you for stopping in. Take care, brother. Take care. God bless you. But but yeah, since I had another friend go, is Joy still in here? Cool. Because I wasn't sure if I could post that I'm going live on YouTube on TikTok. Yeah, because I can already go live on TikTok. That's what I should do. Is do both at the same time. Oh, that would really be crazy then. Trying to keep up with the chat on YouTube and TikTok at the same time. That's what I should do though. Hey Billy Bird, how's it going? I know it. Well, Billy, it's a lot of it was my fault. I didn't realize what day it was until my alarm went off, and that was at 4:45. And I should have had it posted. I wanted to post it the day before, like 24 hours, or at least in the morning of the day I'd go live, but I didn't get it done this morning. Like I said, I forgot it was really Tuesday until my alarm went off. I was still working. I know. I hate that sometimes. Stupid autocorrect. I mean, some words that are just. And plus, I found out that some of your phone will hold the text message that it didn't go through. Like, I sent a message on TikTok. It says, "Where's my marshmallows?" Because they had a campfire. And then when I text my girlfriend, I went to tell her I love you, and I went to send it, and it came out marshmallows. I love you. I'm like, what? But and if this dark is not dark enough, I can always go with walnut. But where it's drying right here, it looks pretty good. I like the color change. So Billy, you've seen West? I haven't seen him. I sent him a message at 5:30 or close to there. That I just got home, or I would have had more stuff set up. He was supposed to be working on his bow. I'm trying to think, where am I working at? I'm working. Okay, still. Nope, not that way. Not this way. Trying to get more in the center again. Oh, well, this is almost as tedious as burning it. Thought I was Mr. West. See how you are, Billy? Here, I'll do this for you. Tease me like that. That ain't it. Oh, yeah, that's boo! There! See, I got my frame, my black glasses on so I can see. Yeah, I know it. But so how is Sunny and Stormy doing? Precious little cats. They ain't little. So spoiled cats. They ain't starved at all. Yeah, so I know it. That's my no. That was 6:49. Is that no? That wasn't it. That was at 6:10. I don't know what it was. It's supposed to be shut off. I mean, the notification might there. Now it'll shut up forever. But see, now I just see the top of my head and you can't see what I'm doing. Let me get back on this other camera. There. It should go back to my other camera. I thought it did. Yeah. When didn't it change? Oh, because I didn't change it. I clicked on the same one. They're fantastic. Yeah. So how are you doing, Sonny? I hope all is well with you. I had my Instagram hacked, and now I get outrageous amounts adding me to this hookup site. I'm like, I didn't even want on the hookup site. Alright, off this panel. There. Doing fantastic. Well, that's good. Now, where was I? Man, I didn't get very far. Oh, I guess I am getting further. Defer. Thank you again, Sonny. You're awesome, girl. No, I had to go. The past 2 days, I went over to my friend's house and was replacing a board underneath a French double door, and it was kind of a pain. It was pretty hard to get leveled up. I mean, raised up in the air enough to where I could put the 2x8 back underneath the doorway. Took me 2 days. Hey, the Right's Trapping, how's it going? I'm staining my gun stock cover, and I don't know if you can tell. Well, yeah, you can. That's coming out all right. You can tell the two different colors. Once I get that black on there, that sure made a difference. But then after that dries, I'm just gonna put sheen on the rest of it. Thanks, man. It's something I seen one on, I think it was Facebook advertisements or something like that, and but it looked like it was a 45, but it was a lever action. It had the place along the side here for your shells, extra bullets, and they wanted $65 for it. And it's like, all right, I'll just make my own. And really, there ain't much to it. It's just a piece of flat leather that angle. But if I did, I'd have to sew me on a strap across here and notch it out. Boy, I got a lag. Because right there, I still haven't picked it up. But I think it's going to come out pretty awesome. I still haven't picked up some leather shoelaces for I can lace up. That's all I'm going to do is use leather boot lace for to tie it on there with. It's easier than trying to cut strips for it. Ooh, that was close. I don't want to touch it. Whoa. Kind of like doing makeup work. Thank you. It's just something that, make my stuff look cool, I guess. Unique. Yeah. Kind of like that other. I had a Father's Day 2 years ago. I'd made a pistol holster, and I posted it on Father's Day 2 years ago, and that came up missing. That or I just hit it so good I still haven't found it yet. But I looked everywhere and I still haven't found him. Mm. Mm. Eyes. Play tricks again. It's almost like coloring. Well, it's almost like paint by numbers. I like paint by numbers. I haven't done one of those for ages. I'd look to see if I'm in the center. Can't believe that's center. The stain smells like a Sharpie. My nose is dripping because the distilled alcohol, the distilled alcohol in the stain. I can't smell it though, but I'm trying not to smell it. But it is starting to affect my vision. Well, I don't know if it's that. It's just my eyes. Just being stupid. Eyeballs don't want to do what I want to do. Yeah, it's coming along nicely, I believe. A little more on that. Then once it dries, and as you can tell, I couldn't sit and wait anymore to finish doing my wood burning this past week. I had to finish it. That's weird because right here the stain is starting to dry and it has like a green metallic flake to it. I'm like, what? I don't know. It's so hard to try to do in front of the camera because it don't move. There you can kind of see it right there. Kind of greenish looking. Like it's just got to be the lighting. It looks like I did it with a Sharpie. Or it might be just where a stain is on in my leather. Thank you. I can do all kinds of creative, weird stuff that I just don't. Being in a marriage for 13 years, taking care of somebody, I kind of put myself on the back burner for a lot of things. And this YouTube is one of them. But I still procrastinate on getting up and going out videotaping. Because I started one when I moved last year of me digging my boat out of the backyard, bringing it around the front, And then it sat there all winter long, and I still haven't posted the video. But I was going to bring it out for I could change the prop on it, and I was going to videotape that, and it's still out in the front yard. Still haven't done it, but it got cold and got nasty. It's so quiet in this house. This place drives me nuts because the ceiling fans. You can hear the ceiling fans squeaking, and you think it's voices outside. And no, I'm not tweaking. I haven't done that in ages. God, I can't remember the last time. I don't know. Well, it would have been at least 18 years ago. So it was before I got married, and I've been married 13 years. So it's been a while. Yeah, it is coming alive, isn't it? Ooh, that's too close to my face. Whoa. I was on, what was the night before last? Sunday night. After my Zoom meeting. Yeah, if you want to call it that. I know why you said that, but it's alright. It's like one of those things that you get into and you don't know how to get out of it. Because basically, I moved in up here to be separated from her. My dad died, so she came up here. And then when she was up here, somebody burned her house down. So I couldn't never send her back. I seen that. Why'd you delete it for? It said congratulations. That one just. Oh, it's alright. It was fine. Don't go out of the line. I got it. No. How many still here? 4? Hey, at least somebody's watching. Thank you. I truly appreciate it. I told my girlfriend I went live, but I don't know if she can get internet. I don't know why I went from this side to jump to that side. I just wanted to do the fancies. Oh, I forgot to wood burn that. There's a little triangle right here inside here. Because I got this one over here. Hmm. Oh, die. It's a little bit lighter. Do 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 do. Wow, time flies. Because I couldn't believe it last time. I had to make myself stop because I was wood burning this on here. I could have kept on going and going, but there was nobody in chat. Yeah, everybody had left, and really it said there was like one person, two people on there, and that's because one was Wes and one was me. But it's like, oh well, I don't care. I'm not like I'm gonna get all bent out of shape that nobody's watching me. You know? Because really, it's just kind of hard to talk. Nobody's sitting there chatting away. Wes in the background. That's probably who's lurking. He said he does that once in a while. Waiting on us to say something bad about him. Talk about his haircut. I don't even try to. Cool, Walter's still in here. I only see two up in there. But that thing's not always right. The view count, how many people's in the chat. I turned around the other night. Wes was saying that there ain't nobody in the chat, and I'm typing it. There's three of us. I said, yeah, we are. And he's like, it says there ain't nobody in here. Oh well, they're not always right. Yeah, probably Sunny Storm. She's a sweetheart. Thank you so much, Sunny. Hope that was too far up. The paintbrush is coming out pretty good. And these paintbrushes are what Mom used to do her acrylic painting with. She used to do like those little decorative swirly thingies on flower pots and stuff. But Mom and I have done all kinds of different crafts ever since I was a little kid. But Mom and I used to spend hours and hours at the doctor's office for my open heart surgery when I was a child. Sit and go do an EKG, then go up to another floor, sit there another 2 hours until something else. Then now you finally get checked in. Now you finally go off and go wait into another department for another 2 or 3 hours. And then once you finally get that test done, you go to another department for 2 or 3 hours. And then it was crazy. But what I remember most is they had these great big giant window uh, silhouettes, I guess. I don't know. But they had army men lined out, like colonial army men and stuff. And it's like a full military parade. Well, now, see, there should be three. And it says two. Not unless Sunny Storm jumped off. But Yeah, I grew up going to the hospital every, I don't know, month. I don't know. It seemed like once a month till I had my open heart surgery. And I was only 7 years old when I had my open heart surgery, which ruined my military career. So I didn't get to do that. So that's why I'm always so thankful to everyone I see that serves our country. And I understand the PTSD from it and everything like that because I have that from going through everything I did as a child with my open heart surgery. I had a 50-50 chance of living my open heart surgery. And that was because it was back in 1972. And it was still kind of experimental because they did have to stop my heart. I don't know exactly for how long, but I was on a heart machine. And then I used that as an excuse to drink like a fish. Thank God I don't do that anymore. I do. I thank God on a daily basis. Because, man, I heard this once and I'm like, that's the way I drank. So I drank beer like it was oxygen. And that's the way I drank. And I got 7 years sober now. 7 years last month. You know, just because I don't drink don't mean I don't think the same way. And teaching my mind not to think like that is probably the hardest part about quitting drinking. I'm sitting all crooked trying to look at this. Yeah, I needed that because just in 2019, I was tested pretty hard that year. I had the motor blow up. Well, I had issues with the front end of the truck. I had to replace ball joints in it. Well, come to find out, the last time I replaced the ball joints, they didn't do it right, and they messed up my A arms with the Ford. You know how they're pressed in, not bolted on. But they pressed in, and you was in the Navy. Thank you for your services. Truly am. I truly appreciate it because I couldn't serve. Yeah, and that was kind of a resentment I had for years too. You know, born with a heart defect, can't join the military before I can retire early or get a military pension. So I drank it. You know, I figured, well, I was born with a heart defect. I'll probably die before I'm 35. So I might as well enjoy the ride, have a good time until I passed that age and couldn't stop drinking anymore. It was just a natural thing. Well, this is so weird. This second coat on this dark brown has a green metallic reflection to it. That's walnut. That's weird. I don't know if I can get it in the camera is the hard part. So you can kind of see that green a little bit, or is that just my eyes? It's got a little bit of a green metallic. It is what it is. Yeah, I know another guy that I know a friend of mine that was over there, and he seems like he's a real quiet guy, and he's tall, and he's one of those guys that always get the really pretty girls all the time, and he don't care. I'm like, dude, man. He said, I don't care. Like, okay, but he he has PTSD from Desert Storm. Oh, and guess what he was? He was a. And I really wouldn't, never would have thought it either. But he was a tank commander. He drove a tank. I'm like, what? Yeah, he was a tank driver. He drove a tank in Desert Storm. I'm like, really? You would have never thought it. Yeah. Oh, this is the same man that taught me how to make arrowheads, nap arrowheads. So he was a good friend. He's still a friend. I still got his phone number. He still has my '84 Viking van, and he's had that since, gee, '04, '06. Lost count. Well, no, yeah, somewhere around there. Huh. It looked pretty neat. Oh, they caught from got sick. I can understand that, because they're we got bugs up. Well, it's like the wood bugs that are in that maple trees. That kills all those bugs off. I mean, all the trees off. We're not allowed to transport firewood from county to county to keep it from spreading those bugs. Battery. Oh, gee. Okay, well that's not low no more. My laptop ringed at me. I'm like, "What's that?" It says battery getting low. It's like it's just so weird how it's green. And it's usually the second coat. Hope I don't have to go out over this with the dark brown. I don't really. I don't know. It is what it is. I ain't gonna do it again. Well, hello, Amber. How are you tonight? I hope things are. You got new shoes? That's awesome. You get new socks too. You talking about how you need new socks. Hi, Linda. There's no N in it. You want to come up? Oh, copy, paste. I don't know what happened to the Bible study dude. I go, he'll never forget that now. The Bible study dude. Because I won't let it down either. I don't have to call him that all the time. Lida. Lida? Lida. Ah. Well, thank you for coming in and saying hi again tonight, Amber. Regular time in the morning? Or do you want early ride to work or not? Next week? Alright. Regular time then. Okay. Cool. So I like my two tone stain. I can't keep it in the middle of the screen. There we go. It's kind of like coloring. Love you too, man. Look, thank you, Amber. Sweet. It's really weird, just brown. It's supposed to be a walnut, but my second coat, it has a green tint to it. So it's like a dark brown with a green the green metal flick to it. And I'm definitely gonna have to go over it once or twice to get that green. Interesting. Thank you. I truly appreciate it, Amber. Well, Amber, you're gonna need to remind me to stop pick up some leather shoelaces. It's not quite like your color. She does pretty awesome color. She uses gel pens. Well, she uses everything. But she likes her glitter gel pens. And that's what this feels like, is paint by numbers. But and really, this ain't. I don't know. Is this exactly what I wanted when I started? I don't know. Kind of just whatever. And This is my whatever. Always glad to see Amber pop in. And she's in one of my videos. In my spoon bill, she's the one on the wall holding the fish with all the clothes on, the coveralls and stuff. It got so cold that night. Our reels were freezing up. The eyelets were freezing shut to where the line wouldn't go through the eyelet anymore. I thought I broke one of my reels because it wouldn't lock no matter which direction I put it. But then, excuse me, I didn't know. But then the next year, it was warm. It worked perfectly fine. She had a ball. That was 4 years ago when we did that. It got down to 13 degrees by morning. And she had caught her first spoonbill in 15 minutes. And that was pretty much a record for me. I've never seen anybody catch one that fast. Get on the lake and have one in 15 minutes. There's still 4 people in here. But snagging, like I said, snagging season's coming up. I definitely will be putting more snagging videos out again. You can see these giant fish. Hey, Tong. What, Tong 5 TV? Hello, how's it going? I'm working on staining my leather. I was gonna stain the whole thing, and somebody said leave it a light color, and then I still wanted to stain some of it, so I decided to two-tone stain it with a light stain and just greenish looking stain. It's supposed to be walnut, but it's coming out kind of greeny with a little green tint to it. But it's a gun stock cover. We'll go on. Well, show my knife, the fancy, clean side. Goes into the gun stock. No, it still ain't quite done. But I forgot to burn that one. Gonna have to do that. And really, I wasn't. Thank you. This is something off the top of my head, really. Well, I knew of gun stock covers and stuff like that. I've seen them around. You know, BA did one with has a survival pouch on it, and I could have just wood burned this on the stock, but I got that deer wood burned into my stock, and I really don't like it. You know, it's out of proportion, out of shape. That I did that back when I was drinking. And now I'm just kind of getting back into my crafts that I used to do all the time. Well, when I could. My eyes just did a focus check. It's like, what? Ah, well, thank you for stopping in, Tom. My view hours could use all the viewing it could use. I'm really not sure exactly what I'm going to do next week. Because I should be able to finish this up and put it on my gun. But I doubt I'll get. I'm not going to put it on the gun tonight because it's wet. I got to let this. I'll have to get this green stuff, that green color tint on this even. Because, see, I can tell there's more green here than there is there. But just to level it out, flow it out, smooth it out, I don't know, blend it. You pick a word. Yeah, it's just gonna need a second coat, but yeah, find where I was at. 30-30 Marlin lever action. It's an old 30-30. It's got the box trigger, uh, cocker pullback, whatever. Where most, you know how most Marlins you see nowadays, the part that pulls the trigger back is encased and closed up. This is a square block that slides back. I even had a I even had a guy, I was talking about having a scope mounted on it, and I told him it said Marlin safety right across the top, and that there's no screw holes for mount, and that they're on the side. And he's like, "Are you sure it's a Marlin?" It's my gun. Of course I know it. It's what kind of gun I have. It's like him calling me stupid. You stupid? Are you sure you got a Marlin? Yes, I got a Marlin. And then I was on Facebook on, I think it's lever lever action addiction, since it's a lever action gun. Somebody had posted his 38 rifle Marlin, and it had the same square block that pulls out. It pulls the trigger back, and I said, I got one that looks like that, but it's a 3030, but I don't know what year it is. And somebody said, oh, it's before 1949. I'm thinking, all right, well, if it's 1949, that's still pretty old. And then somebody posted a Marlin manufacturing page where you can turn around and put the ID, your serial number in and find out when that gun was made. I put, and he said it might still be older, but I don't know. I turned around, put the numbers in, and I about fell over. But see, somebody's already put a padded gun stock on it, relief on it. So the gun stock's already messed up. Then I had my oldest boy. We was almost all the way to the house, and he tripped on a rock and fell on my gun and broke the gun stock completely in half. So much for antique value, I guess. I don't know. I just know it's very accurate. Was very accurate until he fell on it. Bumped the front side up, and it's still off. It's never been exactly the same. But when I first got it, I went off in the woods over to a friend's house. Oh, a friend's house to shoot it, and he wasn't there. I walked off down the woods. I'm like, I don't have nothing to shoot at, and I don't want to pour my beer out. Yeah, I don't drink it. And so I looked around, and then I seen in the woods there a metal fence post, a T post. I hear sirens. I bet they're going to get real loud and turn right down beside the street here. As long as they don't stop out front. Yeah, it's fire. Hey, turn that noise down. I'm live on YouTube. uh, I can tell it's fire because the cops don't sound like trucks. You just hear a them just getting on it. None of that rumble, truck rumble. I did videotape them when there was a fire and they come flying up through there, and the first one that came around that corner hit all that snow that we had, and I was waiting for him to slide right over into our yard. And I'm thinking, man, I should have had a camera in case he wrecked. And then two more fire trucks came, so I videotaped them coming around the corner. They fishtailed that fire truck around that corner. Like, wow. But it wasn't very. They made it with no big deal. There's another tiki talker. It's starting to look like fingernail polish. When you put more brush marks in it, the worse it looks. I'm getting that green reflection. Oh, don't tell me you're dying on me, phone. Because the charger's in the other room. looking all right. Still need some layer touch-ups. Let it dry. And then I'll put the sheen on it. Sheen on it. Resist and finish. I may do this edge. I don't want to do it with the green though. I don't know why it came out green. I guess that's what I get for not sampling my dye. Figure walnut, that'd be a dark brown. But then I got dark brown. And then this walnut has a green tint to it. It should say walnut shells, hulls. And then that would be more yellow. I figured this walnut be almost black. I think that's pretty much it for right now. I need to come back and where's my pencil? I know I've seen it over here. Yeah, it's right here. Right here I have a little triangle. That I need to wood burn. Right there. I think it looks coming out pretty neat. And then we're right over here with my little pinky. Right. You get that. Once that shades out, that's because it's still drying. Once all those go away, see, you can see that green. It's a green. I think it is a brown, but man, nothing like that. Oh well. It is what it is. I can't do nothing about it now. But hey Kenneth, how's it going? I'm just finishing up on my gun stock cover. But Walter, here's what I was talking about, the square. Can I see that? Yeah. The square trigger pull back instead of being encased. But well, this thing just looks. I glued it back pretty good. Can't see the mark on it over here. I used to be able to. I would burn that deer in it, and then I accidentally scratched here, here, and here, right through the middle of it. Here you can see where the stock was broken. It kind of came over here like that. It was weird, but once I get it on there, it'll look something like that. But I got shoestring that I was putting it on there with, just to make it look on there. But I'm going to go with leather shoelaces, leather bootlaces. There's 4 still people in here. But Yeah. So I thought about putting some initials right here, maybe. I can either put my real initials or KD. But there's only one person on YouTube that calls me KD. And I'd rather keep it that way. It stands for killdeer. But if you listen to it, KD sounds like a girl's name, Katie. Here, let me turn. I think this is all I'm going to do on this thing tonight because I need to let it dry. This one. Ta-da! Yay! All right, now get down there. Now I get off these magnifying glasses. I think it come out all right. Try to keep off that glare. See, my eyes are all screwed up because those fish don't even look gold. They look yellow. I don't need that camera no more. Jack first gun parts. That's a good spot. Cool. No, but yeah, I love that gun. You talk about a hair trigger. I almost shot myself in the foot with it one time. Because you know how when you load it, you fill it up full and you put one in the chamber and then you can put another bullet in it. Now you're packing 7 instead of 6. And I went to go deer hunting. I'm walking with the gun beside me and I'm thinking, oh, I loaded it so it cocked the trigger back. So I went to uh, put my thumb on the trigger and slowly pull the trigger and let the trigger slowly go up. And it slipped right out of my thumb and shot the ground about an inch away from my toe. I like, okay. I learned about that one. And then I got another one that's even got a hairier trigger than that. But it's a black powder 45 black powder. I had to remember what size the lead balls were for that. But I'm almost at 2 hours. And I don't know what I'll make next week. I'll find some kind of leather project. Oh, I know what I needed to make. I needed to make a pouch for my burner that's over here. I need to make a pouch for this. Not the bottle. A pouch for this. Freaking a leather bag or something. Yeah. Yeah, it will. That's why this is so gray. All those learning experiences. But I need to make a pouch for this where I can put it on my motor. I'm going to pack this in my saddlebags on my motorcycle. Because then because all I have to do then is stop and pick up a can of food. You know, can of soup or whatever. I can always pull over and eat anytime I want. But wow. I hit 2 hours already, guys. So I truly appreciate y'all coming in and hanging out with me, even one of my smaller crowds, but I don't care. I have fun. Wes didn't show up tonight, though. Bone to pick with him. and I look like I need a shower. I still got work on my hands. Well, some of that's stain, but I can tell that my face is all dirty. And I barely got home in time. What in the world? Oh, it died. I'm like, where'd my YouTube go? But my phone died. But anyhow, I'll be here again. I'll be around. I'm always around somewhere on YouTube. You know, and I've been playing around with TikTok. I got a TikTok, same channel, Killed Deer Survival. But I surpassed how many followers I had here in 2 months than I did here on 2 years. But it ain't about that. It's just about having fun and meeting new people and having friends all around the world. So I think I'm going to take out of here because I still haven't got home from work. I got home from work, set this up, and turned it on. And I haven't got to settle down yet. But hey, Tibor. Yeah, late. See how you are? I'm already finished. This is what I've done to it today. Check out that. It's supposed to be light brown and walnut, and some reason it's kind of greenish. I don't know why. Because I figured walnut would be a dark color, dark brown. Yeah, Tibor, I was just fixing to leave. Just saying goodnight to everybody. And that Wes hasn't showed up. I'm going to have to give him a hard time tomorrow night. Thanks, man. They just basically painting with stain. Because I thought about staining it just to match the gun stock. And I showed this, well, I was on Groovy Lava Scrolls the other night from 9 o'clock till 1:30. And I sat here and wood burned it while watching them play games. You're welcome, Walter. You have a good night and you stay safe. And God bless you. But Tibor, I'm going to take off here because I haven't really I just got home barely enough time to get my page up tonight. I didn't even have time to well, I haven't even had time to take a drink of my Coke since I got home. So I'm going to chill out for the rest of the night, and I'll be back here next week. Same time, Tuesday night. I'll probably pop over to 290 Brewery, and that's where everybody else is at tonight. But y'all stay safe out there, and thanks a lot. I truly appreciate y'all coming in and saying hi. And y'all stay safe, and God bless you. And I'm out of here. Till next week. Good night, Tibor.